Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Chelsea and the Seven Devils. This is a very old game that actually got an English release on Steam. However, I'm playing the original Japanese version for a couple reasons. One, I'm not a fan of the English translation. It's pretty good, but the changes they made, honestly, are iffy for me. And, yes, demo mode. Don't but out of demo mode. Ha. There are a few changes that kind of had me pulling my hair out when I never had that issue playing the original version. So we're going with that. But we won't be starting with Chelsea and the Seven Devils. If you're playing this for the first time, you won't even have access to it. You have to start with Bunny Must Die. And that's what we'll be starting with here. As you can tell, I do know this game fairly well. I've actually 100% the item rate for it, too. I came across this game, actually, from watching Nakatalili's Let's Play of it, and it's actually a pretty good watch if you want to hear him pull his hair out as well. But I thought I'd show off this game as well. I've been wanting to do so for a long time, so without further ado, let's get started. And I will do the usual, putting in the name Jaden, and starting up this file. I'll be adding translations though, such as this. In the year 1999X, due to the use of Felinix and cat-killer weapons, a world cat war broke out and the whole world was engulfed in the feline blaze. Of course, I'm reading a little too fast for the thing. Then I have to hit the button. The survivors appeared to be plunging back into a world of anarchy, but the use of Felinic energy for peaceful purposes succeeded, and people became able to live in peace. Okay, so I skipped over actually some of the portions there. I have it all set up properly, but apparently I can't do that. And they all lived happily ever after. 3 days later, a cat-killer power plant exploded just as Bunny-san happened to be passing by. Fortunately, she suffered no injuries, but cursed by the exploding cat, she suddenly sprang a pair of extremely cute cat ears. In this way, Bunny-san's appearance became such that one could not tell if she was a cat or a rabbit. Oh, how terrible! Poor me! Suddenly, a fat messenger of God appeared and guided her to the Cave of Devils, deep in the elf forest, to dissolve her curse. However, just as they arrived at the Cave of Devils, a wild steer suddenly attacked out of nowhere. The fat messenger of God fought frantically against it, but was in vain, as he was stabbed 24 times by an incredibly sharp horn and passed on. The fat messenger of God had died! The wild steer then took its leave, but unfortunately, Bunny's head had lost track of where the exit was. Though I'm not sure what the kanji says there. And here we are, in the Devil's Trash Heap. Now, first off, you'll see Bunny is facing left, not right. We can't even move right yet. We have to go over here and grab these gears. This is the empty the gears to a past. You can now walk to your rear. So, at first, Bunny could only walk the direction she was facing. However, you could have hopped back. But now, with the gears, we can turn left and right. So, if we keep heading forward here, I won't bother reading those tutorials, because you can't understand them anyway, unlike me, who could read bits and pieces. This is an empty vessel. Maximum life power has been increased. Just as Bunny said. And you'll see that we have a life gauge, a time gauge, and it looks like an item selection at the bottom. There's also a timer and my frame rate, which should run at a stable 60 frames a second. And an enemy meter, which we will see shortly. And we do have means of attacks. This weapon here is the self-shooter. It's pretty much her default weapon, and it's an infinite amount of throwing knives. And these guys here are save points. Let's see, do I have it? No, I don't have it written here, but pretty much it's something about the flow of time, if I'm remembering right. Kono Monumi to Kanji I can't read. Deshagamu kotote. This is how horrible my Japanese is. I'm still learning kanji. It's so difficult to learn. And I think the last part, though, at least is, and in under 20 minutes. Oh, our first enemy. Pumpkins. Jack-o'-lanterns, to be more specific. Now, the controls are a little clunky, but I find they still work for what you need them for, and I am already acting as if I have everything. Ah, this little thing. This is the golden yellow dust. Maximum time power has been increased. Exactly, Bunny. Now, the game is pretty standard at the beginning. And if you're playing on a keyboard, don't. It's very difficult. Ah, yes, that thing up there that looks like us. We won't be able to get that for a while. And there are different weapons in this game. That is the light sword. I won't be grabbing it yet because we have to fight our boss with this self-shooter weapon. Now we can go up here, and I do know methods of sequence breaking, but I won't be doing that. Let's head down first. This game is indeed a Metroidvania. As issued by the map I showed you earlier, you will be exploring this place to the best of your abilities. And sometimes that can be very mean. But we'll save and take on... Where is it? I am the first devil, a Bobon boy. And that kana that she says there says Gaga de Bonga. I'll be putting up translations too, don't worry, but I wanted to read along. What's with her? You seem kind of out of it. It's none of your business. Well, it's fine either way, but... I mean, you've got to make it clear whether you're a cat or a rabbit. Shut up, you fat cow! And it's boss time. So you'll be seeing me do this a lot. She stays in the air a lot, so it's more or less just best to take her on like this. Keep your distance and try to avoid her attacks if possible. She will dash at you every now and then, but usually staying in the corner is your best method. And that's where the time comes into effect. You can stop time as a time bunny, which makes this lovely lady a lot easier to fight. And she's down. Victory! Haha. The game doesn't really change too much between the English and this version, but the updates I found were just a little frustrating. Now we have the Great Runners get a feat. You dash by double tapping left or right. And it's my favorite thing, cause woo! You can even dash kick. And we get our time and everything back from us here. Okay. And there is a weapon, other weapon we can get in here too, called the Blackwing. I'll be introducing those as I come across them. Ignoring you. This game is actually pretty difficult. If you want something that'll pull your hair out like the original Castlevania, this is the game. But I will do my best to show it off to the best of the abilities I have. And actually, we'll be heading over to our next devil right off the bat. Actually, just because I'm curious. And you know what? I have my map right here of where things are hidden. Can't really get anything here, can we? Nope. Stop time and we get rid of those lasers. Oh, I think there's something in this place, though. Go away. Let's see if I can remember. Nothing there. What's in there? Something must be in there. Right, you can do two different types of jumps. One's a... Or I guess not. One is in a very high hop, the other is your spin jump. There we go. Had to line myself up. And it is very easy to fall off platforms. You wouldn't think it, but it is. Have the self-shooter? Yeah, I'll continue using this. There's also the Blackwing in one of these. That one. I didn't mean to dash kick. I'm gonna let that fade. But it's pretty much a black boomerang, and you can have some of them rotate around you. It's pretty funny. I've got so much to talk about with this game. I just love it. Anyways, second devil, who just says, Peow! Peow! I can't read, apparently, even though that's clearly hiragana. Oh, that's probably why I need the black wing. Crap. It can shoot through the wall. Okay. Ow. Because the self-shooter can't. That was odd. Oh well, let's see how well my war of attrition can go here. I'm dead. Come on, Bunny, we can do it! No, we can't. Oh well. The game is pretty difficult, especially if you don't plan your way out. So yeah, I'm going to need the black wing. And that's pretty much what it is. Let's see here. Black wing, a thrown weapon that returns when thrown. That's pretty much all it says. Okay, let's try this again. What the? That's strange. Normally you can actually throw through it. Am I just not close enough? Maybe not. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. We can't throw through each other's projectiles, so... let me out of there. If I do this... I was just doing it backwards. There we go! Point blank range! What's next? And we get... the incandescent gem. You can now dismiss the seal of red-colored statues. And what's in here? Time. Just make our way through, why not? Okay. Save, because we don't want to be doing that again. And I have no idea how long I've been recording for right now. I feel like I'm missing something in this room, though, but I'm not. I'm probably thinking of later on in the game. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment. Whatever. So, we have a couple rooms we can check out now. I'd really like the self-shooter, or the... something else, but let's at least extend our time. Come here, time. Oh,